if you're listening to our show, remember, there are pirates out there trying to pirate us.
Listen, I was thinking today about...
You're thinking?
Yeah, I was thinking, you know what? Here's what makes sense. Like, let's pretend, like, I was thinking, why are humans here? You know what I'm saying? On this planet? It's like, what would the reason be for, like, cells to have a map that creates something, you know, like a human? And then I got to thinking, there's probably civilizations in space that they just spread a whole bunch of fucking shit out in space and it lands on all the planets. But it only, like, grows on the planets that fit the criteria of the alien. You know what I'm saying? So,
like a life-supporting planet.
Exactly.
That can harbor bacteria.
Right. That can handle it. So it sends it all out, and then one day it's hoping that intelligent life will evolve, and then we'll send some signals out, and they'll be able to find it. You know what I'm saying? This is
or
how
they come use us for food.
Yeah, and water. That's how they find their water.
What makes prime rib so good to you? Maybe human meat is their, like, prime rib.
Or whatever we evolved to be, you know, it's like...
That's where all these missing people are. One by one, they're teleporting them up, and they're using them like Kobe beef. They're expensive. They have to come all the way here to get this meat.
Like where the Aztecs went and shit, or the Mayans, how the whole civilization disappeared.
We're the expensive meat of the universe.
Or maybe dinosaurs were at one time, you know, it's like...
I wonder if they go, hey, you want to do Italian? And then they grab an Italian. It's a little garlicky. Like, that's why they made a bunch of different people. Hey, let's do some Chinese. Tastes like fucking teriyaki.
It's like we're like, yeah, it's like we're like we're like livestock, you know, and they just toss it out there to grow.
Where are these missing people going, dude? Because the people... Listen, the people that are missing, like you see, they're like innocent people. They're not like, they're probably tasty people.
They're going to come here and they're going to harvest us all one time, sooner or later.
As soon as we start choking out, as soon as we start choking on the missions that we've created,
yeah, right.
Then they're going to be like, we got to harvest them. They're all about ready to choke on their own pollution.
Right. It's just a matter of time.
We're close right now. Listen, if you look at the people that are missing, it's like heartbreaking. Like a 13-year-old kid is missing. I
don't think it's individual people. I think it's going to all happen in a mass harvest at one time.
No, but I mean the people that are missing now that they can't find.
Yeah.
Are probably the most pure people. They've been watching them like they're vegans and they don't. And they're like, they don't have all the chemicals and bullshit in their system, so...
I don't think it's working like that.
They've been watching that. Well, you never hear like some missing person that's like never mind, I'm leave it there.
You never what? You know what? I'm telling you, there's gotta be some logic to this.
Vegans might be tastier because they're pure. They don't have all the chemicals from like,
they're like corn-fed. It's like corn-fed beef.
Corn-fed beef is a vegan. We should research how many missing people were vegans and see if maybe...
I don't think it's individually being picked off. That's not what I think. I think they're going to come here one day. They're going to come here, and they're going to
take us off.
They're going to just round it all up. What's going to happen?
This message was brought to you by the AK-47 Kalashnikov. Make sure you lock and load. Be ready.
That's going to be like a BB gun to them.
You're going to go down in a hail of gunfire. At least you get to go out like that. Like,
you ever watched the Predator movies?
Yeah, I was just...
I love those movies, dude.
You know what?
You ever see the one where they're in like the big pyramid thing and they're trying...
When you said that, I was just going to say Predator.
Yeah.
Remember when he's like, and he's going for broke, Arnold Schwarzenegger. I'm the governor of California.
That's not my favorite one. I think the
I
later
will
ones,
protect the
like the one
border.
where they're in that like big pyramid and they're like looking for shit, and then all the doors shut, and they're fucking in there with the alien and predator both in there. I love that one.
Whatever, dude.
That's
The
an
first
awesome
one you
movie.
saw, though, it was way back, and you're like, wow, that was crazy.
Yeah,
That was new to you.
right.
Like Star Wars looks stupid now. Well, it kind of looks stupid then, too. Well, it depends on if you
Yeah.
kept doing Star Wars for 35, 40 years, or you just gave it up when you were like 11.
If you just grew up like a regular person instead of like, I remember
And you
going.
absolutely...
I remember taking a
absolutely
girl to see Empire Strikes Back when it came out. I took my girlfriend there. We saw it together.
No way.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
yeah. I remember we held hands.
That's it? How old were you?
I don't know. I think I might have been in 6th grade or 5th grade.
Right, you sit in the back row.
Yeah.
It was your first palming.
Yeah, I like
I
that girl
palmed
too.
her.
I wouldn't. She broke up with me. I would probably still be with her today.
Did she give you an overpants handy?
No.
Damn, you should have.
No.
That's like 6th grade shit in the theater.
6th grade. Are you kidding? I don't even know what any of that shit was about.
You didn't know to call it that, but you knew what it was.
Huh.
Just 'cause you didn't invent the saying.
That seems a little young to me. I made out with her though.
Yeah, you were over the pants handy away from fucking cream in your jeans, probably.
Yeah.
In the back row of Empire Strikes Back.
Empire Strikes Back.
Dude, that's crazy. You went to that with a chick and can remember it.
Oh,
I don't
yeah.
remember if I ever saw that in the theater.
I vividly remember that day. I remember reaching
probably
out and
saw it
holding her
on-
hand for the first time. I was like, she's like, oh,
I
you're
probably
holding my
saw
hand.
it on television.
No.
I didn't go to the theater and see that, dude. I'm sure of it.
I know for
Sure.
a fact I did.
I would remember it like you did.
Oh yeah, I
Like
remember it.
you. No, I saw that on TV on a big old console. Back when you thought TV repairman was going to be like a good job, a career.
Yeah, TV. That's what I want to be, a TV repairman. What would you even do with a fucking TV? Imagine bringing a TV repairman to nowadays and showing them what fucking TVs are like.
Imagine,
You'd be like,
remember when the
dude, did
TVs
aliens
used to-
come here?
They brought us good TVs. They're like, they felt sorry for us. They brought the flat screen, dropped it off.
Yeah.
When they took a couple vegans, they're like, let's just give them a flat screen. Come on.
Yeah.
They're still using tubes.
They're using tubes. Yeah. They've been stuck on tubes for fucking 30 years.
Right?
The fuck's wrong with them?
It's almost like Christmas. Their TV.
Like the microwave. Like my friend Dave, he's convinced that came from like Roswell.
It could be, but I have friends that are convinced that it kills your food, all the nutrition.
Huh.
They're like nutrition freaks. I say we send that one to is there still Mythbusters?
Are those guys still alive? Have they not killed each other yet?
Have nothing blew up and took them out yet? Hey, they should get new people like them, the new Mythbusters, and we'll do bigger and better shit. Like,
Yeah.
what if a nuclear bomb, you start like that.
Mythbusters.
What if they already blew up everything else? We gotta go big now. Done with these little bombs. I mean, they did bigger shit than I could ever do, cause just getting the access to like, sometimes they blow up shit where they gotta bring someone in, like, they won't let us blow this up. We gotta
Or they get some guy that
Yeah.
shoots some high-powered rifle and
Yeah.
behind like a glass fucking
No,
screen
they-
and shit.
They shoot those guns. They even own some of them probably. But like real big explosions, they have to bring someone in. But they've done a lot of their own pretty good explosives.
I never really watched that show much. I one
What are
time
we gonna blow up today?
I sold them a piece of equipment one time. They called, and I had to sell them a piece of equipment for one of their things.
You know what I would have said to them?
They wanted it for free.
Hey.
Huh.
I would have said, that's not plausible. If they had said.
Yeah. He's like, this is for the show. Can't we get it for free? I'm like, no. It's the cost of doing business.
I'd say, yeah, you could get it for free if you fly me out and put me on your show.
Yeah.
And let me, be part of what you're using this part for.
It was an infrared illuminator because they wanted to be able to see in the dark with the video. That's what it was. It was like a compact infrared illuminator.
They wanted some shit for free.
It was like MGM Studio. It was whatever their main thing was. Company was calling me.
They're billionaires and they want it for free.
Yeah, they're
I would have
making
said
money
if
on
I'm on the show, hey, I'll be on the show. And you know what? Ty Pennington started somewhere. They thought he was a dork and an asshole at first.
They're all trying to hit people up for shit for free.
Well, that's the first approach.
Yeah.
They were taught that in management school.
Right.
See what you could get for free first. I'd be like, sure, I'll give you one for free if you buy 1,000 of them.
Yeah, I don't give nothing for free.
Hear me?
I take it back.
I'll give you one.
A chick called me one time. This chick called me.
If a chick called me, it might be different. People should use chicks to order. We came up with something.
Listen.
With the best voice.
She was calling from the Art Institute, and she was an artist.
Phone specs ordering.
Yeah.
Okay, here's our subject of the day. The pirates of the internet. Arr.
Oh, is that what you're talking about now? About how people stole our show?
They stole our show. So what we're going to tell you is, if you're listening to this show, where's it at, dude? Where are they going to find it? And where should they be going to find it?
Well, you could go to iHeartRadio, or you could go to Spotify, or you could go to iTunes.
Right.
Or SoundCloud.
And that's the real deal. But where is it pirated? Where are people finding it on the pirate thing?
I don't know. There's other websites that kind of play it. Just they take it and then they play it as their own show.
And you can't mention who they are?
Nah, I don't want to do that.
Okay.
But
We're not going to mention who they are, but we just told you where to find the real deal.
Just so we get credit for everybody who listens.
Well, it's cool. It's cool to know people want to be us. Bastards. Hey, anyway.
Oh, look at this. Oh, my God. Oh, of course they're going to throw a flag down.
If I find out who you are, who's pirating my stuff, I'm sending Chuck Norris to your house to kick your ass.
Chuck Norris.
So if he comes knocking at your door,
these stupid penalties, man. I think the refs, man, I think they're getting paid on the side or something. Some of these penalties they're calling now are bullshit.
Dude, all that stuff is bullshit.
You don't need to be. Let him play the game, dude. The guy ain't holding him, is he? I mean, really? He barely held the dude.
Mike Tyson could have knocked every one of them dudes out in 45 seconds, but he had to keep the show going. It's all fixed in a way.
I guess. I don't know.
Yes.
I think Seattle wants to win.
I think when he did that,
they wanted to win to the fourth quarter when they just gave the whole game up by fumbling the ball.
This is the sports section of our show.
Oh.
Fucking X Games. They had the championship today, the fucking Supercross.
What a moron.
That's a real athlete.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen it in real life?
No. I'm worried about those
so
people
awesome.
in that fire, dude. People are dying in that fire. That's terrible.
If you've never seen that, the Supercross where they hit that jump and do the flips.
Yeah.
You have to check it out. You can't believe how high in the air they are. It's unbelievable. On TV it does nothing for it.
Well, yeah, TV kind of blows shit.
Well, I went to a race and I didn't even know they were going to do that. And then I saw this little short dude, little guy with this like big 250 or 500 or whatever the hell he had. It was a way big bike, but it was all chromed and shit.
Yeah.
And he's going back and forth. And I saw a huge landing ramp and they take off on a small ramp. But when he landed, It was so precise and like a feather touching that thing. It was great. Every single landing was spot on. He was doing it for a show.
Maybe I should be an Uber driver.
He was badass. Fuck
what do you think
that.
about
You're
that?
the kind of guy that they rob.
What? No, I only pick up
You're
fucking.
not
I only
mean
pick
enough.
up like, because you get to see who it is. You know who you're picking up online.
Oh,
they
so-
gotta have an app.
So you get to see, and then now all of a sudden you can analyze their psyche by a picture.
Yeah, what I could do is just say no. I ain't picking that dude up.
Dude, that is so stupid. I would never do that job.
Why?
No,
What's if I could make
doesn't
money? Just
pay 'em.
especially in Florida, where I could just take him to the beach and then fucking pick him back up and shit. That's all
It's
people
'cause
want.
It's a bunch of weirdos, dude, all the time.
No, it isn't. My daughter uses it all the time. She ain't weird. My son, they both use it. Fuck. I make money, man. It's a way I can make money, dude, without having to do much.
Just driving around.
Yeah, what
First
I'll
of
do,
all, you need a brand new car though, or like
I got a brand new
2000.
Honda Accord, 4-door.
Then you're good.
That's the perfect car for it.
Mhm.
And my wife works nights, so I'm going to be home all day sitting in my mom's house and all weekend with nothing to do and no money. So I'll
I
just
could probably
Uber
I'd
drive.
probably meet a bunch of chicks if I did it
Yeah.
eventually.
I think I'm going to fucking look
Be
into
like,
that.
where you
I can
guys
make some
going,
money.
girls?
I think you got
Where
to.
you off to?
I think your regular car insurance ain't good enough though. When you do that, you got to get like other car insurance.
You could actually lease the car from them. I'm not sure how
Yeah, I ain't doing
much
that.
profit you
You
get
probably
from
don't
that.
make no money when you do that.
But you're not wear and tearing your car and whatever. You probably write that whole thing off, the whole car expense, then on your income tax.
You just write it all off.
And then
I probably
if they
could write
puke
part of
in
my
the
car
back,
off as a business
what if
expense.
they puke? They puke in your car or whatever. Leave a
So
hypodermic
what?
needle. You could just give the car back. They pee their pants.
I probably
I'm
could
just
write off part of my car as a business expense if I do this. I'm gonna look into it. Especially, I'll just do it for a while till I figure out some work situation.
Look into what they want to lease the car too.
It'll
Just
be
to-
like weird shit in Florida because it ain't gonna be. I'll do it only during the day because my wife works at night, or like weekends during the day. And it's most of the trips are gonna be like to the beach and shit. It ain't gonna
Did
be
you see
like,
that 2.5 Men where someone puked
or it's
in
gonna be
Charlie's
some
car?
really old fucking lady who can't drive and shit.
Hey, did you see that 2.5 Men where someone puked in Charlie's car? I can't remember who it was, but
No.
then he trades it in for the same exact car, but
Yeah. I believe it.
that's fucked up. He's like, fuck this, I'm just gonna trade it right in.
Yeah.
That's what I'd be worried about, them puking or whatever, who knows?
All sports
Who
all
won
day.
Hey, who won the samurai or the sumo wrestling competition you were watching? Might as well tell everyone that too.
Oh, it was Hakuo. He's the best one.
Cool.
Yeah, he's
We should do a
Yakazuma.
little bit of
He's
that
the best
stuff.
Yakazuma, like that there is, like maybe eventually of all time.
Nice.
Yeah,
Nobody talks
he's
shit to him.
Mongolian. No,
He just
nobody. I'm not even
acted
kidding.
right
This dude's
now.
a giant. Even his head, man. His head is like bigger than a fucking regular person's head.
I've watched some programs about how these guys train and whatnot. You should check it out. They like eat and sleep all day just to get more fat.
Yeah.
Of course they train too, but they literally try to pack the pounds on purposely.
Yeah, they take a nap like in the afternoon and shit.
Mhm.
Like,
They work out and eat like a real huge lunch and take a big nap, like they're gonna stick it to their bones or whatever.
yeah.
That's crazy.
I love sumo
So-
wrestling. And my wife
What
used to be
else?
disgusted by it, but now that she's starting to like it.
We had a couple other subjects to talk about. I forgot though. Damn it. I want to talk about just.
Oh,
good
you know one thing I wanted to talk about, which I thought was fucking hilarious? They got in Europe, they got, whenever Donald Trump goes over there, there's some dude who's got this big blimp of a big Donald Trump baby in a diaper. You ever see that?
Yeah.
Well, he
Yeah.
brought it. He brought it to the thing this time, and he flew it around Donald Trump again.
No way.
I love that thing. I want to send that dude.
This
I hope that dude has a
world is
GoFundMe. I'm gonna
crazy.
send that dude some money to keep that thing going.
Dude,
The big
that is
baby
cute.
Donald Trump blimp.
he doesn't give a shit, dude.
Oh, trust me, that
Oh.
bothers him. I know it does.
I doubt it. Not anymore. Might have at first.
It might have at first. Deep down, it bothers him. He's a big fat baby, is what he is. He's not only the worst president that we've ever had, he might be one of the worst Americans that have ever lived in America.
Well,
That's how I
a
see
lot
it.
of super rich people like him because they got a good tax break, and they don't even give a fuck about our president anyway, as long as they're getting subsidized one way or the other. So he's like another bozo in the train of subsidies, and it probably brought him up a notch he was below a lot of people, even though he's rich. There's people richer than him, and he's just trying to get in that group somehow, and maybe only this tax thing was how he did it.
Trying to get a pat on the back from the big dogs.
Well, and the real big story, which I've mentioned before, is by being president, no one could push him around anymore, and they've been pushing him around for a long time.
Yeah.
Guide people. That's the only reason he wanted to do it. He was tired of. He was a badass for above a bunch of people, but some people could push him around. Now it's a lot harder now that he's president. You know how many permit issues and city ordinances and fines he's probably paid over the years, building and whatever, and these guys come in.
Well, I think it evened out when he allegedly didn't pay any federal income tax for 10 years.
Well,
but no one seems to want to investigate it, though, because they're all cowards and they're all hypocrites. But let's investigate his tax returns. Let's see how much taxes this dude's paid.
I'm not even going to mention it, but how he could absolutely get around all that by being president. And he even has like a certain amount of time after he's president, they can't come after him, which will roll him past the statute for all that stuff they're talking about. So if he gets one more term, he's free and clear of this whole thing.
Wow.
Yeah. Because there's just like a 7-year statute, and by the time they could bring it up, right now, they can't convict him, or even, I don't even think they could try him on it right now because he's president. I'm not sure. But until he's not president, can they try him? And then, because it isn't something he did during his presidency or something weird like that. I saw this lawyer talking about it, and he goes,
and it's not like he won't get elected because of it, because Republicans don't care if you're a fucking criminal or not. They only want, all they care about is calling Hillary a criminal and saying she should go in jail. But when it comes to their people who break the law,
come on, man, it's even worse and organized and
they're fighting, dude. He's like, give him a penalty. Oh, there was a big fight, dude. Nice.
You think these politics that are in your face, which most people only see a small portion of, and there's a lot of stuff that we don't even see. You imagine like organized crime syndicates, what kind of politics are involved there, and that's happening. These are also multimillionaires. They're just in like another whole world doing this.
Yeah, they don't care. They don't care about people breaking
the
law.
There's a way different they don't care.
Here's what it used to be.
Their answer to the solution is shutting people up.
The sad part is, in this country, 2 political parties basically rule our country. The people don't rule it. It's not a democracy. It's ruled by 2 political parties. That's basically it. So don't ever call America a democracy, because it is not a democracy. That won't be true.
Well, of course.
A democracy would be where we all decide
who gets
elected. No, communism isn't. Democracy would be when people get to vote for a person and they get to decide who's in office.
Right.
Right now, 2 political parties are deciding who's in office. Not
It's
the people.
more like communism than a democracy.
It's more like an oligarchy. That's what it would be more like. That's what it is.
An oligarchy.
That's what it is. It's an oligarchy.
I'm going to name my next
That's
pet
going to be the name of my band. The Oligarchies.
My band is going to be called Softening the Gray Matter. Remember when we were talking about who's in charge of taking your Facebook thing off when you die?
Yeah, like your Facebook.
I mean, what's the proper amount of time to leave it there? Like, is it like, could it be like a morning thing where you just keep putting, and it stays there?
He can't, he's going to have to spike it. Spike it, dude. Spike it.
I was looking through my friends list and this dude's name he's still on there. And I'm like, whoa, that's kind of weird.
Yeah.
No, is it weird or not? Or am I weird?
Well,
He's the only one I know that's on there like that, so.
Yeah, and he passed away a long time ago.
No, this dude I'm talking about passed away like 2 years ago.
Oh.
But it's still up.
I know a dude who passed away a long time ago and he's still up there.
Wow. I don't know if I want my shit on there after that.
Yeah,
You should start a thing that closes you down.
Yeah, it should be like...
No one's afraid to touch
it should be in your will, you know, part of your will.
Whoever. No one ever even thought
there's
of
like
this.
a social media section to your will.
Right?
Yeah, that's what they need to do.
Maybe they try to keep it up as long. Like, say you're the immediate family. You're like, it doesn't feel right for you to get rid of it.
Huh.
So you're like, you're keeping it. And you're like, you don't want to shut that chapter. So.
You're in denial.
Kind of, well, or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
But that's what keeps it up there. I want you, if I die before you, to shut my thing off.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
Fuck.
I don't want to be on
I don't want to be responsible for that.
Why?
You really want me to, right?
Well, hey, nobody probably ever even talked about this till we thought. I was mentioning to someone else about it, and they're like, they never even thought about it.
Yeah. It's a whole...
Yeah, well.
It's like a section in there where you can decide what you want to have happen.
See, now, if you told me...
You gotta tell someone, though.
If someone asked me to do it, I would just keep it going, like, add stuff.
Just like post crazy pictures of shit.
Like Weekend at Bernie's.
Obnoxious bullshit. Pictures of broads' asses and shit. All kinds of obnoxious bullshit.
Just keep it going.
A dog licking his balls.
This isn't what I think he would have done. Anyway.
A video of some dog just licking himself.
They fucked up letting me do that one.
Yeah.
And people are getting posts from the dude.
Yeah.
Like Weekend at Bernie's kind of, but on the thing.
Yeah, it's like Weekend at Bernie's, exactly.
You're keeping them going. And with cropping and pictures and shit, you could make this really bad.
Oh, I got this.
You could be like, hey, I'm hanging with you right now at the bar.
Yeah, I learned how to make all kinds of
we are
shit
bad.
like that.
You know what? People have to think about this shit. It's like Logan's Run. They
Run.
believed in that little light on their hand. And they shouldn't have.
Yeah. That's the future, probably. Something like that.
Nah, there's not enough time. There's too many people.
Well, that's what they're going to say. You're only going to be allowed to live so long simply because the population is going to be so high.
Here's what we're going to do on our show from now on.
That's what they'll do.
This is funny, dude. This is a great idea I came up with. I kept forgetting to say it.
Huh.
Today we're going to tell you the invention of the day. And then you're going to edit that out, and then we come back. Well, what do you think about that? Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah. Wasn't that awesome?
Really...
Great idea, man. That was an awesome idea, dude.
Yeah,
I love it.
I come up with some good ones. See, I just forgot the fucking invention right now. Damn it. That's why I never said it. I sidetracked telling the story of how it works and fucking forgot what I was going to say like 10 times in a row.
Oh, you overthrew the dude on 4th down. If you're going to do it, don't overthrow him.
Damn it. It was a great idea.
That's the game. 36-31. That was a good game, though. I'll give him
I
that.
told one about the cookie. I don't care about the cookie.
The cookie, yeah. The cookie was on our last show.
That was one. That's your freebie, the cookie. The rest of them,
The
nothing.
cell phone cookie.
You could call in, and we'll give you hints.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, you remember that movie where the dude's like, he's like, so, son, he's like I can't think of the actor's name, it doesn't even matter, because he brings her date home for dinner or whatever, and the dad goes, what are you going to do? You know, what are your plans?
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to date. He goes, I don't want to sell anything or buy anything sold, or he goes through a whole fucking list, or work, I use my hands, or
yeah.
He's like, I think I'll just hang around your daughter, right? That's the best line ever, dude.
Right, yeah.
I
think the name of that movie is Say Anything or something like that.
I actually used that one.
Yeah.
I did last week.
You did not.
I swear to God. I had to.
Did the guy even know what you were talking about?
He didn't think it was funny, but everyone else did. I don't even know if they knew what it was, but I didn't care, dude. I was going to say, oh, yeah, remember from the movie? Like, did you know, what's that dude who just came out with a new album? Hollywood something. What was his name? You know what I'm talking about?
I don't know. I'm reading right now how to become an Uber driver.
I'm doing a senility shift.
How do I become an Uber driver?
Because I already told enough about it, dude.
I'm the type of dude, you're right. I'm the type of dude they find dead.
Mm-hmm. Because they could read you, dude. You ever been hustled before?
No.
You're going to get hustled by somebody.
I am?
Well, because you never expose yourself to that environment, and this will be doing that.
Yeah.
So you better be ready for it.
Get out in the real world, you mean, right?
I would just keep one of those collapsible staffs that the
I'm
cops
like a dog
carry.
who gets lost.
And when someone says shit, you just flick that thing out like a telescope. What'd you say, motherfucker? And then they'll shut their mouth, dude.
Mm-hmm.
You don't even have to hit them, but you have to yell that at them. What did you say, motherfucker? Just like that.
Huh. Then
you're fine. You don't have to shoot them. They're like, this dude ain't fucking around. He's got that. That's what I would do.
You can't use a picture with sunglasses. That's one of the rules.
If you use your own car, can you modify your own car to where there's like a self-containing device? Like if someone's fucking with you, like a net just grabs them up, or like.
Yeah, when they get in, they're sitting on a big net.
And they don't even know it.
They're like, what's this? Oh, that's a net I used to wrap your ass up. You get out of control.
As soon as they start talking shit, you're like, oh, look, I got a sunroof in the back. And they're like, oh, cool. And then you hit a button. Bing, they fly out of that fucker with a spring-loaded seat. See ya! Oh, yeah, here's my invention, dude. That made me remember the invention. God, that's crazy. Here's the invention. You're going to have to cut both these out because someone's going to think of it. These autonomous cars are going to have a way to pour you on the curb if you pass out in the back seat. We're about to lift you out. The seat goes whoop, drops you in your driveway.
Pours you out?
Yeah, dude. No one thought of that. I did. You got to blurt this out. We invented a hydraulic dump. You may be like, I'm not getting out of the car. And the car's like, excuse me, sir. Have a good evening. 3, 2, the seat just starts tipping, dumps your ass right out in case you don't even want to get out. Even if you're awake and you're drunk,
it just makes you get out.
It just dumps you out it folds all the way up to where you can't even get back in the door. The seat covers the door.
Yeah, it's just like a fold-up seat.
Dude,
forces you right out the door.
My job should be doing shit like this, making everything better.
Huh. Someone's probably.
Here's what I want to say. If you're mad that.
I'm convinced that everybody is at the same level of progression in your brain, and that ideas are just something that just happen in groups. That's because we've all been. Here's why. Because we've all been exposed to the same thing.
Good idea, Norton.
Like you couldn't go back 200 years ago and pitch the idea of a car that dumps out a seat.
Check this
Because
out,
nobody
Norton.
even had a car.
Imagine if we made a machine that washed the dishes and Alice would shut her pie hole.
Yeah, we need to make a machine that washes the dishes for you. Good
That's
idea.
how it was back then, all the way back then. You know what, Ralphie? I think you got a good idea.
I think you can. You think you're onto something.
Hey, I got $45. We could get a loan. Back then, shit was so cheap.
Yeah.
Is that your rent money? That's 3 months' rent.
You got 3 months rent.
That you can invest.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Oh, shit. The nickel bag, right? Look up where the nickel bag came from. Was it a nickel one day?
A bag of weed was a nickel?
Was it 5 cents?
Wow, it could be.
Dime bag was really a dime?
Probably.
Phone call was a dime when I was in junior high in our school. But I think they were cutting us a deal because that phone was nothing but a money-producing machine for a student.
Yeah.
You could buy pencils. Shouldn't you give me a pencil?
Yeah.
When I pay taxes?
You're going to have to go buy some pencils from the bookstore.
Man, they
I'm like, fuck it, I just won't write.
Here's what sucks about school. The one
I
thing
don't
I
need to
know
write.
now, because the teaching, the classes, all that hasn't changed except for the computer thing with the big board. Everything's the same. What I'm pissed about is my kids had like refreshments.
Yeah, they could like drink a Coke in class and shit.
I never got refreshments.
Could you imagine sitting down in class and popping open a fucking Coke and starting to drink it?
They got candy.
I probably got backhanded in school.
I was like, what the fuck?
I'm gonna have a Coke right now, if you don't mind.
They like made you sit in your seat till you almost pissed your pants and barely gave you a drink of water, only if you couldn't talk. Like, spit it out. My tongue stuck to the roof of my mouth.
One
teacher.
time when I was in third grade, listen, when I was in third grade, I got detention, and they wouldn't let me go to the bathroom, so it was now I had to make it all the way through school, and then I'm sitting there in detention.
Mm-hmm.
I just pissed my pants right in the chair.
Right.
And then I got up and left, and there was a puddle of piss just sitting in the chair when I left. My detention was over.
They mentally abused you.
I was being abused. They actually made me piss in a chair. And sit
Dude,
down and piss.
when we're rich, I'm going to go find that teacher and make him piss his pants.
Yeah, I know who the teacher was. I can tell you the teacher's name.
Yep. I'm going to do it. These are the things I've always wanted to do. Nothing real harmful. Make him pee his pants. That's it. Just like you made me pee his. Not going to even touch him.
I was in third grade. I vividly remember it.
I'm not even going to touch him. I'm just going to let a tiger loose in his front door.
Yeah.
He'll probably piss his pants.
That'll make him piss his pants pretty quick.
Rob, I'm guessing it will. There may even be a little bit of there might be a hole. Who knows? That's probably a little reckless. You're like, oh fuck, he got killed by the tiger? Oh shit. I just want him to pee his pants. Damn, I should have thought that through a little better. I should have brought Gunther Gable so he could have pulled the tiger back.
I forgot to give my wife her fucking birth certificate when she left, and now she can't get her license.
I thought you were going to say birth control.
Yeah, like she's got birth control at our age.
Well, you're only 25, right? People really don't know who we are.
Yeah, I sound younger.
We're only in our 20s.
I'm almost 30. I'm just turning 30 next year.
Don't lie. You're 28, dude. Don't try to get ahead of the game.
Yeah.
It sounds better to be 30 because 29 is kind of like stupid.
Yeah.
Oh, you're 29? Fuck.
It's like you don't know anything.
It's like you're almost 30-something or 30.
It's like if you were in the NFL, you'd be almost retired.
Retired with broken bones.
With 5 concussions.
Well, I watch a lot of these things. Like, I'm a carpenter. Like, I build real high-end shit, which is probably equivalent to sports. And I'm wore out like that, dude. And anyway, what was I saying about this? I had a great...
See, maybe you got a few concussions.
No. I know. I remember. So you see a lot of these old sports people getting on talk shows and whatever and being announcers. So it's my time to be that guy.
Yeah.
So if you're listening, I will do the morning show. Who's that little blonde chick, Kathy? What's her name? Is her name Kathy or something?
Which one?
She's got a big black dude that's with her on the talk show. He was like a football player.
Oh, I know him, but I never watched that show. So what is? I never knew.
I
who
want
the
to
chick
be on the
is.
show. I want to be there.
That's
just
Michael
like
Strahan. How does a dude with a lisp end up on a fucking show that announces shit? It's like that dude.
He has no felonies.
Is that it?
He's the kind of guy with no felonies.
I don't watch any show he's on. I don't care if it's a
What's the last time you were at the
show.
library?
Any show that dude's on, I don't watch.
Right.
Yep.
If you have to go to the library to get on the internet, look up whereitwentwrong.com.
Yeah. Where did my life go wrong? You got to go to the library to look up pornography.
I mean, we used to have to do that shit, but we had to use the library. But now it's like the library, they still have those?
Had to look at the bra section in the Sears catalog.
They're good buildings. They should make them nightclubs.
They should just take all the books out of the library because you don't really need the books anymore.
There's a library in China where they painted books on the wall, but it's all like, I swear to God, dude, look it up.
I'm reading the story on Channel 7, dude, on Channel 7 News about the girl who was going to get kidnapped. And then, but they had a code word, you know?
They had a code word, what? So she knew it was an imposter? They're like, hey, your parents said come get you?
Well, one thing that we did was, my daughter, I always did this.
Thing.
I
gave my kids a code word, too.
Me too, for texting. Like, when I texted my daughter, let's say.
I didn't do that, man.
Well,
this is when they were kids.
No, even when she was a kid. I mean, my daughter's had a cell phone since she was in 7th grade.
I know, but dude, what does texting have to do with it?
Well, here's what I would do. I would text her, are you okay? And if she texts me back, I'm okay, then something's wrong.
Oh, that's pretty good, yeah.
Right, because, yeah, she just would go, yeah, and then, you know. But if she ever texts me back, I'm okay, then I would.
Something wasn't straight.
Right, because the dude may be watching what she's texting back.
Dude, I had my kids' phones.
That's how you do it, dude. Am I smart or what? I did that all the way back in 7th grade before people even knew about this shit.
Okay, listen, dude.
Sorry.
I had the family tracker thing on my phone for that reason, right?
Yeah.
But so I had it on my phone too. So one night I'm fucked up with this chick. She's driving, so we're bar hopping. I'm buying, she's flying. And I lose my phone. I think I left it at the bar, right? So then I'm like, I got a family tracker. I could find my phone. I swear. I could track my phone. It turned out it was in my car. It told me the address where we were at. And I'm like, fuck, it's got to be in the car, you know? But that's pretty good to have on your phone, like, if you think you lost it like that. Where's my damn phone? Did I leave it at the bar?
Yeah.
I just punked that family tracker up. It said, we were already back at her house.
Yeah.
And it said her address. I'm like, then it's in the car under the seat. Fuck it. Let's presume what we were doing. I don't even need my phone now.
Well, I have that tracking thing on my daughter, too.
Still now?
Yeah. She don't know it, though.
She's gonna know it now. You better dub that out. Yeah. She'll internet block your ass. She'll start being like, oh, you want to get spam?
Here's what my daughter, every time my daughter and I have a fight.
Can she screw up your computer without you knowing? Does she know more about computers?
Well, she could go in and change the password and then not tell me. Anybody can do that to somebody. Well,
but I mean other things like that you couldn't fix that prevent her from fucking with you, like just for a joke.
Well, here's something. I was gonna say something. I forgot it now. Shit. Damn,
that's what it is.
Too. Fuck.
Short memory loss.
Oh, here's what she does. Every time we have a fight,
it's a marijuana.
Every time we have a fight, she unfriends me on Facebook. Dude, that was my daughter. She came home.
Hey.
So I'm gonna change the subject.
No, you don't have to change it totally. I'll talk about it.
Yeah.
I just recently found out my daughter's in.
I remember spending one whole.
Someone have to give you something that you can't take off.
We spent one whole semester in 8th grade, I remember, just studying the Civil War. It's like, I mean,
Dude, this stuff is so stupid.
Granted, I understand maybe you should know something about the Civil War, but we spent an entire semester covering the entire Civil War. It's like,
I
what
put
the fuck
robot
are
shit
we
on
doing?
Facebook. Here, this is something I forgot. They did a test. They took this IE robot, or the AI robot, IE. It's
Yeah.
What would IE be?
I don't know. Maybe something. An iRobot.
Intelligent.
That's like something iPhone would come out with.
Well, the AI, is it AI?
Artificial intelligence? Yeah.
Right. Robot. This is a fucking robot. This is true. They put it against 50 attorneys.
Oh, I read that. Yeah.
Go over documents.
Yeah.
And it took them, or 20 attorneys, whatever, it doesn't even matter. Even if it's one attorney.
Yeah.
And this thing did it in 20 seconds with a 90% accuracy compared to the other attorneys, which was 80% with like 20 other attorneys. They took them 90 minutes. Dude, this shit's gonna take over every business, man.
Yeah.
It is. It's gonna fuck everybody up. I would hire that robot tomorrow, dude, because I got some problems. And fuck these attorneys with their jackass shit. You probably swipe your credit card. How can I help you? Read this document, motherfucker.
Well, my job right now that I do, a machine could do my job easily.
The computer goes, you are fucked, dude. You are pretty fucked. Get ready. You better get soap on a rope. You better get your affairs in order. That's what it says. You plug it in. You better get your affairs in order. Oh, fuck. That's not what I wanted to hear. You unplug it, plug it back in, see if it makes
like a psychiatrist robot, you know? It's like you tell it all your problems and it fucking calms you down.
No, all of a sudden, you go in there, here's what happens. You go in there, you start saying some shit, it throws a fucking net on you. Unfortunately, your mental capacity is not allowed to be on the street. We are going to have to admit you. Only for 3 days. And it's like, plug in your insurance card. Plug in your insurance card. It leaves you tied up.
Plug in your insurance card.
As long as your card's paying for it, it's going to treat you.
Yeah.
It's like, holy shit, you're rich. I'm going to treat you well. Do you need some Xanax? It starts spitting out pills like a Pez dispenser. If you got money. It's like, how about a cocktail? The bar opens up at the wall. It could read your credit rating.
What's some methadone?
When you walk in the door, it analyzes your sweat and tells what you're wrong. You're high on cocaine.
It could tell by the way your eyeballs are shaking.
I told you not to drink alcohol. It could tell how much. It's like smelling you, dude.
Yeah.
I'm serious, dude. This is real shit.
Yeah.
When you watch like Logan's Run, and then what was that one with?
That happens
Bruce
in Logan's
Willis?
Run. The machine is like.
What was the one with Bruce Willis? Something Heat, whatever the fuck that was, with that red-headed chick. You thought that was fake? That stuff right now looks.
That chick in that movie is so fucking
the
hot.
hottest chick on the planet.
I swear, at
ever.
the time, she was the best looking chick on the planet.
Dude, she still is.
Yeah.
Because nobody compared to that chick.
No
No
way. I've never seen a chick that
And
hot before.
especially the whole fact that she spoke like that alien language and could kick dude's ass, that even made her even more fucking attractive. Kick that dude's ass. Okay. Pow.
That was the Fifth Element.
The Fifth Element, yeah.
Yeah.
That shit's right around the corner, bro. And it'll be better than that. That shit looks shady compared to what's gonna really be, like that compartment where you're down in the fridge and your shower pops up. That could be real because of space, but it would look better today. It wouldn't be all that plastic novelty looking shit. Or would it be? This whole apartment was made out of milk cartons. Remember when they dragged that dude out in the bag? They're doing that now. They just don't put a bag on you.
Yeah, that chick is hot. I can't remember her name. Mila Jovovich.
Did she ever do another movie even?
Yeah, she's the Resident Evil chick, isn't she?
Is she?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what she is.
Rocky Mountain High, Colorado.
Yeah, she won the good luck lottery, man. Good looking lottery.
If you go into a dispensary, like in...
Of course. She was born in the Ukraine. She was born in 75, so she's like... She ain't young.
I wonder if these people get like a certain commission or something in these dispensaries, whatever. Because it seems like you spend more and they are happier. You know, like if you're just there for like a joint, they're like, hey, dude, here. But if you bought like 2 ounces, I guess it's nice to be rich.
I guess.
Because you're like, I could get 2 ounces if this dude shows his ID. Fucking dude, he's buying all this weed, like pulling curtains down. Give me a quarter of that. I buy the bargain shit, like a real cheap cheapington.
Yeah.
He won't even smoke my weed. He's like, here, smoke this. Gives me his weed, so I don't have to smoke my shitty weed.
He don't even want to see you smoking shitty weed. That's how it upsets him.
I can't afford
You're
that.
upsetting me, man, by smoking that shitty weed.
Yeah, he like looks at my. He could tell if I packed one of mine. He could tell by the taste. Right? This is your weed. Dump this out. Brand new ball. Here, pack some of that shit.
You still smoke weed?
At me. What?
You still smoking? Yeah.
Fuck yeah. Do you?
I can't. Remember, I had to quit.
Dude, I don't have to quit. That's why you need to own your own
business. I quit now.
business.
Where am I now? September, October, November. Holy shit. I'm almost on 3 months now.
This is great. I don't know.
I forgot that I used to smoke weed.
I am coming up with so many good